So, Brad, I'll try and keep it short. Can't feel my toes, but I'm guessing it's not the result you wanted as your first sole management job.
Regardless of that, a lot of things have obviously happened in the week, and again, that's for us to sort away from football. So, obviously, I wish the best for Lou with what he does go on to next. And obviously, we've had 2 years of been working really closely together. So that's why hopefully everything can get sorted in the future. But yeah, in regards to the game today, the biggest shame is the two strikers, the 9 and the 10, were everything that we spoke about during the week. How to play against them, how not to. Okay, unfortunately, one of them might not have been here when we did a few more specific bits on Thursday, but hey, you nullify them, you deal with the midfield runner, and you give yourself a chance in the game. But I said to the boys, I said first contact is everything from set pieces. They've got lads who know where the back of the net is, but they're powerful boys as well. So if we deal with that, we give ourselves a chance. And the most annoying thing about that was 9 gets free from the first set piece. We let him go, and he hits the back of the net, and that's what he does, and that's what he does so well. I think now after that game, the last 15 goals scored in the league for them, the 9 and 10 have got 13 of them. So when you look at it like that, they're strikers in form, and if you nullify it, you give yourself a chance. But unfortunately, we did the opposite, and just said to the lads in there, it's the best we've warmed up in a long time. We've trained unbelievably sharp Tuesday, Thursday, and to give people a leg up from set pieces and not be good from when a ball gets recycled back in the box from a set piece, we'll still class it as that. And we got a warning, and then on the next time it happened, they scored from it again. So if we're going to give people a leg up in games, it's always going to be a bit of a losing battle in that respect. On the flip side of that, at times, especially in the first half, we look sharp going forward, just lacking that final killer instinct. But I thought Casey at times was very good. I thought Bruce was top drawer, Bruiser was Bruiser, and there was a few flashes of good performance in there. Sprucey did really well with what he could, occupying 2 centre halves in the first half. So there's flashes in there. We still need that killer instinct, but at the end of the day, today wasn't killer instinct in their box, because at the end of the day they dealt with pretty well, even when we look sharp. But when we give people a leg up like that, it's always going to be an uphill battle.
And I mean, maybe away from that game now, positives in terms of squad. You had Casey back today from suspension. You had Tom back from injury. You've got Keno and the rest of them all obviously in physio coming back.
Yeah. So like I say, we had Lewis Belgrave obviously enter the pitch. We were hoping to sign him probably 6 weeks ago, but fortunately his knee's not as bad as first thought. So we've managed to get him involved today, and we'll see more of him on Tuesday. Keno, hoping that we can get him back as quickly as possible. Real positive that Casey's back around, because again, I thought he was fantastic at times today. So again, it's just making sure we're getting the squad back to where it needs to be, and of course the result is awfully disappointing. But again, 99% of that, I can say that lads have gave absolutely everything. It's just one of them days at the office where we were all over the shop as a defensive unit, not one individual. As a unit, we just had one of them off days, and it's not like we've thrown something new together. It's something that myself and Lewis prior had looked at and had worked in other games. We've seen good performances from it. So it's one of them days, and hopefully we can turn that around and have a look into Tuesday and try and get a positive from there, and then going into Berkhamsted, try and nick some points, getting back on the tail of them with a couple of games in hand, and that's all that needs to happen at the moment. We just need as many positives as possible. I just want to obviously thank travelling fans, especially on a day like today, minus conditions, and they're still out. And we hear laughs and jokes, and they say little jibes and that, but they're entitled to. At the end of the day, they've travelled away, and I appreciate that, and obviously the boys appreciate that as well. So let's see what we can do moving forward, and hopefully it's all about trying to get positive results. That's all we can do.
And just lastly, Tuesday now, like you say, Chesterfield at home. What is your biggest aim with that?
Biggest aim is to go and win that game of football. That is, I can't put it as simple. Any more simple than that is we're going out to win a game of football, regardless of who or what they send. We're going to do our best to get on the front foot and go and win that game, because when you haven't won many games in a season, every game counts. So we need to try and get positive results from positive performances. After a few positive performances, okay, that was less so defensively on the front foot. Going forward, we looked all right at times. We just need to put that 90 minutes together, get a result, and hopefully book our slot in the next round of the Derby Cup.